Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. You guys already know we about to come through with another banger. If you haven't subscribed, hair check, let me fix this. All right, anyways, if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. All of my subscribers that are out there, all the new ones, all the old ones, we have reached 808 subscribers. So give yourselves a hand clap right now. Just because you guys are showing out right now, I'm about to give you guys a how to sound like tutorial. Yes, it's been months since I've done this. I think I'm gonna bring it back. I don't quite know yet, but let's go ahead and get into it. Now, you're not gonna sound exactly like him. You'll get a good sounding vocal that's similar to him, and you'll get all of that with stock plugins. Now, as you can see, I love you guys so much. We in Logic Pro. We're not in Pro Tools right now. I know y'all do. If you don't worry. I'm gonna try to make some videos with some other DAWs. Now, please, it might take a minute because I haven't worked in anything but Pro Tools and Logic, so I definitely have to do some research on how to like record, set up the recording, everything like that. Anyways, enough talking. Let's go ahead and roll the intro, and I'll be back with this tutorial.
I'm feeling mixed emotions, babe. I'm feeling mixed emotions inside.
All right, so you guys already know how I like to do it. If you don't, I need y'all to check out them other videos. I like to show y'all what it sounds like before any plugins, and then what it sounds like with all the plugins on it. So while we're listening, if you're not subscribed and you like how it sounds, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification, comment down below that it's a banger, and show some love. All right, so let's go ahead and get into it. Let's go ahead and take all the plugins off, and this is what it sounds like. I was watching, steady plying, pistol toting, beans with my lean, that shit had me floating. I was broke, not eating, stomach feeling bloated. I been showed you how to flex, your nigga, how to flex. I was broke, now your nigga flexed up. In a foreign, switching lanes, you can't catch up. You was hating, but I switched up cause I'm next up. So we're gonna turn all the plugins on, and this is what it sounds like.
Watching, steady plying, pistol toting, mixing beans with my lean, that shit had me floating. I was broke, not eating, stomach feeling bloated. I been showed you how to flex, your nigga Rolex. I was broke, now your nigga flexed up. In a foreign, switching lanes.
We did all of this with stock plugins except one, which I can take off and replace it, but I just don't like the pitch correction that comes with Logic. I don't know why. I like Waves Tune, so that's the only difference. But of course, if you're not using any auto tune, then you don't even need it. So the first one is Waves Tune. Before we even get started with the lead, chorus, and the verse and everything, you guys already know I like to EQ my beat. So this is what I did for the beat. I just took out some mids and some highs or whatever like that. Any frequencies that I didn't quite like, I went ahead and took out. So that's what I did with the beat. Nothing too fancy. I have Waves Tune, which is the auto tune. If you guys want to know what key it's in, it is B major. I did tenor because my voice isn't that deep, but it's not that hot either. I got the retune speed at 8.3 and the note transition at 10.9. And then we have an EQ right here. I took out some lows, took out some mids. I boosted the highs around 3600 hertz. And then I went to a compressor, and I'm at Studio FET. All of this is stock plugins. I have the threshold at -28, ratio at 3:1. I have the makeup at 3, auto gain off. I have the tack at fast. I have the released at about 440. And then I went and did another EQ where I took out some more mids, and then I boosted the highs. I did a multipressor. So this is the settings for that. This is kind of just to give me a little bit more clarity. So you can take that down if you want. Pause the screen, go ahead and take those settings. And then, of course, a de-esser. Usually, I prefer a de-esser with waves, but of course, we're using stock. But this is the settings that I have for that. So that was the chorus. And then as far as the verse, it's pretty much the same thing with the Waves Tune. And then the EQ might be a little different. As you can see, I didn't boost the highs up on the first EQ. I did take out some lows and some mids. And then I went to the compressor. I have the threshold at -24, still 3:1 ratio, makeup at 6, and then I have the attack at 89 and the release at 440 still. So it's a little bit different from the other one. And then for the multipressor, I have these settings, so go ahead and take those down. All right, and then we have the de-esser, which is a little bit different as well. I have it at -17 for the threshold. That's the only difference that I did. And then for the ad-libs, we have Waves Tune, same EQ as the verse. And then we have another EQ where we boosted some of the highs and took out still some mids and stuff like that. And then we have a single EQ, which is going to give me kind of like a telephone effect, but I dialed it back so that it's not. So I don't know. I just like how the low cut is with this one. So it's not the telephone effect, but it's still a really nice effect. Where it's not going to be clear and upfront in your face. And then for the reverb, we use Space Design. So I'll go ahead and let you take down these settings. All I think I did was open it and then just turn the wet to -16. I think that's the only thing I did with this. And then for the echo, which is the delay, I have it at 1/4 note, 49% feedback, wet at 68 and dry at 0, color at 37, and then an exciter. And then for the reverb right here on the dial for the chorus, we have it at -6.1, the delay at -27.4, and the exciter at -23.4. And then for the verse, we have the reverb at -20.7. We have the delay at -16.8 and the exciter at -23.4. For the ad-libs, I did go ahead and boost up the reverb even higher. So we have that at +0.2. We have the delay at -16.8 and the exciter at -23.4. And all I did for the mastering chain, I went down to, if you don't know where I clicked right here where it says hype. I went down to factory and I did hyped mix. And so the compressor is the exact same. I didn't touch it. And then the linear EQ is also the exact same. Didn't touch that. Multipressor, I think I did touch a little bit. So these are the settings that I have for the multipressor. And then the exciter is 12.5 for the harmonics. This is what I have for direction mixer. I didn't touch that, and I didn't touch the add limit. And then if we're looking at the volume knobs for the beat, I have it at -11.4. For the lead chorus, -4.2. For the verse, 0.1. For the ad-libs, -7.8. And then for the master track, I have it at -4.8. What I'm going to do is go ahead and record it live for you guys so you guys can hear it. So check it out. All right. So this is what it sounds like. It's a delay. So, all right. So I know that it's going to be a latency issue because of all the plugins that I have on it. So, yeah, I just want you guys to be aware of that. I was bro, now young nigga flexed up. In a foreign switching lanes, you can't catch up. You was hating, but you switched up cause I'm next up. I got lean and some 40 in my red cup. Bitches change and act like I ain't noticed. Getting money, nigga, that's my main focus. With 2 to 3s, you act like you ain't noticed. We're proud to be me, my niggas always rolling. I was just a young nigga waiting, but now we up, no worries, getting faded. Slaying, sweaties, they always playing, always saying I could give up about what you saying. 450 Avenue, tweakers laid out next to do. Need a bigger revenue, so I stay tryna settle you. Niggas always testing me, so I stay with that 32. You can't roll with bros and me, cause we gon' blast that 32. Yeah, you know, I said you know it. I turn heads when I roll through. Yeah, you know I'm with the crew, yeah. Circle small, so it's just 2 times 2, yeah. I was broke, now young nigga flexed up. Alright, so now if we go back and listen to that, it sounds like this. I was just a young nigga waiting, but now we up, no worries, getting faded. Playing, sweaties, they always playing, always saying I could give up about what you saying. 450 Avenue, tweakers laid out next to do. Need a bigger revenue, so I stay tryna settle you. Niggas always testing me, so I stay with that 32. You can't roll with bros and me, cause we gon' blast that 32. Yeah, you know, I said you know it. I turn heads when I roll through. Alright, and that's it. I hope you guys like this tutorial. I gave y'all every single plugin that I use as well as the settings, so definitely apply it to yours. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, like, comment, subscribe, share, all that good stuff, and I'll see you guys in the next video. With 2 to 3s, you act like you ain't noticed. Bro, pot the beam, me and my niggas always rolling. I was just a young nigga waiting, but now we up, no worries, getting faded. Playing, sweaties, they always playing, always saying I could give up about what you saying. 450 Avenue, tweakers laid out next to do. Need a bigger revenue, so I stay tryna settle.